you for the late start. We're going to finish what we were doing last week, which was, I believe it was Isaiah chapter 14. We were at verse 3. And then we'll do Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12 and 13 in the Hebrew. Be sure to pay your tithes. Make sure 10% of any increase the Lord gives you. Make sure that it's going to the priests and prophets of the Lord and Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Please like and share this. Go to ISUPK.com. Understand once again and make sure that you're paying your tithes and keeping update what's going on in your nation. The Feast of Dedication is coming up December 9th through the 17th. So just, catch us on all forms of social media because we're there and we're making it known what's happening. All right. So first off, let's finish where we were last week, which was in Isaiah chapter 14. We had gotten to the 3rd verse. The rest of what we're going to be doing today is not going to be too laborious, so it shouldn't be a problem getting done. All right. So I'm just going to write the Hebrew alphabet so you can see it, and then we'll talk it since I'm pretty sure this ain't going to be your first class. All right. So A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. All right. So that is the Hebrew alphabet. All right. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. All right. So that's how it's going to look when you're translating it from the Hebrew. Let me see if I can add another light. Whoopsie. One moment, all right. Trying to give you the best visual experience. Well, that didn't go right. Okay. Oh, that was better. That's how you black it up, say it's better even when it got worse. Oh, yeah, it's better now. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. So bow, bow. All right. It's a lot. All right. So now that we have the the ancient, I'll show it to you in the Assyrian. All right. So I should have enough room. No, I'm not. So I'm gonna erase this. All right. So that's the ancient. Want me to do it in English? No, messing with you. All right. So in the Assyrian, it's A, Ba, Ga, Da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, kwa, ra, sha, da. All right. So you might be asking yourself, why you leave this big old space? All right. So certain words in the Assyrian, when they're at the very end, they have a different, or certain pictographs, I should say. When they're at the end of the sentence, they have a different look. So, I, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka is one of the first ones. So when ka is at the end of a sentence, or end of a word, excuse me, just looks longer, extended. La, ma, when it is at the end of a word, its appearance is different. Na, when it is at the end of a word, its appearance change. Sa, I, pa, when it's at the end of a word, it looks different. Taza, when it's at the end of a word, it looks different. Kwa, ra, sha, tha. So as you can see, there are about 5 letters in the Hebrew that look different when they end a word in the Assyrian language. All right. So once again, just for the record, I, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, kwa, sha, tha. At the end of a word, ka looks different. At the end of all right. So now let's continue with Isaiah chapter 14, and we were at verse 3. So as usual, we'll start with the how it looks in English. We'll also do the how it looks in the Assyrian, as well as the ancient, which is what we're here for. All right. So, Wahaya. So Isaiah chapter 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord, or in the day that Yahweh, shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard cord, the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. All right. So we're writing this verse down in the ancient, in the Assyrian, and in English. All right. So Wahaya is and come to pass. A dot system where certain letters will have dots, and that's helped how they understand how to pronounce the words that they're writing. In ancient, we have the connector system. So if a letter is not connected, a pictograph stands alone. It has what looks like a frown. If it's connected, connecting two pictographs together to make one sound, it looks more like a smile. All right. So why Haya in the ancient is why ha yeah. All right. And come to pass by a wam on the day, or like on that day. So this is a prophecy of the future. So by a wam by ya wam, and in the ancient by a wam. All right. Hanawak, to make to rest. In the ancient uh, Nawak. Yahweh. This is the Most High's name. So as you can see, it's not every time. That should be good enough. All right. It's not every time, but on average, you're going to see that the last two letters in sentences are connected to make the sound that they make. All right. So on the day that the Lord gives us rest. All right. You just caught this. It'll be on repeat, on replay, so you could just catch it. You know what I'm saying? Go back. Something you want to write down, and I erase it a little bit too fast for you. Don't sweat it. It'll be there. All right. And as you're going to, the longer you do these Hebrew language classes, you'll start to pick up on the pattern of how things look and what the word usually means. And that's how you begin to speak. You know what I'm saying? You go from writing down words to, okay, I've seen how this is put together in a phrase. And before you know it, you're just saying things naturally in your own tongue. And you'll always remember the ancient way easier than you will the Assyrian. It's just so much simpler, and it just lets you know that it's our language because it ain't full of unnecessary extras. It's just straight to the point. All right. So the next word is live, which means travail, which means painful or laborious effort, laborious effort. Live, very simple. All right. My eyes has a bad. From pain, from thy sorrow. All right. My eyes has a bad. So my how do you get it? I has a bad. My eye has a bad. Wa maragaza. Wa maragaza. Wa maragaza. Wa maragaza. All right. And from thy fear. Root word in there is ragaz, which means commotion, or restlessness. It should come through good for you. Commotion, restlessness. And ragaz is the root. All right. I'll just put it there so you can see it. See, what the hell am I forgetting how to do this? Right. Yeah. So, wa ragazai, which is wa ma ra ga za. Wa ma ra ga za da. Ragazai. Yeah. Wa ma ragazai. All right. All right. So at the time of the Lord, He's gonna give you rest from your travail, from your sorrow, and from your fear, which helps you know that this Bible, the Old Testament, got to apply to the New Testament times because we're still in pain. We're still doing laborious efforts to make money, to make a living, damn, to impress our own people and ourselves. We got to just go to the ends of the earth. We can't just be regular, you know what I'm saying? But it's even worse because it's not how it is when you're in your own country. It's how it is when you're being oppressed by another people. So like, boom, boom. Make sure you can see that. Right. You know what I'm saying? When we're going through, we need the Lord to give us rest. You know what I'm saying? Rest ain't what we do on our own. We, you know, whatever the hell we do on our own and call that, like what we call them vacations and all that type of shit. But that ain't real rest. You still gotta come from that and go back to your slavery. You know what I'm saying? Even having a black business, you know, in 2020, it's hard to get a black person to buy from you, let alone pay full price from you. So this ain't living. You know what I'm saying? We need all the money the same way the consumer needs all the money. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know that we need the Lord to give us rest. We can't, it's not coming from the white man's paper. You know. So when you combine that with the other two verses that we translated last week, like the Lord is going to give us all of these nations that have oppressed us as our slaves, as our servants. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well get ready for that. You know, if it ain't happening now, and it didn't happen in the past, but it's going to happen in the future. So how could the Old Testament be done away with when Christ said he came not to do it with the law nor the prophets, and Isaiah was damn sure a prophet. All right. Salaki has some more. That's cool. Run it all again. All right, we're at the end of this portion of the verse. All right, so all right. Can't get these things straight to save my life. Whatever. All right. Nah, that's bad. So I always need more space with the Assyrian. Straight line, straight. All right. So continuing with verse 3, you got Waman, not woman, but Waman, which means and from. So he's gonna give you rest from all your labors, works, your fears, and from. So Waman. Ha-ibada. 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 Which means the bondage or servitude. The fact that you gotta have a white voice lets you know you still in bondage, man. Because you should be able to get on the phone and talk the way you talk at home with the language that you know how to speak, which is English. Know how to speak English, but you shouldn't have to say, "Hey, how you guys? Hey, well, thanks for calling AT&T." Just be able to, "Hey, thanks for calling AT&T. How can I help you?" Oh yeah, don't sweat that. I mean, be professional, but you should be able to talk with your own lingo, your own tongue, not change your voice for white people. So I bada. I know if I get a customer service gig, I would at least try. I mean, I know I need my cash. I can't play with my money, but I still try to talk like with my own voice. Ha, I, ba, da. Just like Ibadia means my servant or my bondman. All right. Ha-kwasha. Ha-kwasha. Has many meanings. Churlish. Not a word you get to use a lot. Cruel. That's what they're right. Yeah. Grievous. So churlish means rude in a mean-spirited and surly way. All right. Brother in the school named Quashad, but a brother. All right, Ha-kwasha. Huh? Yep, that's the right language. Kwasha. Ha-kwasha. All right. Enough room for some more. We should be able to get all of these. It's only a couple more words in this verse. Ashar. Means which or wherein. Should be enough for it. I won't do I'll just speak the extensive part of it. Ibad. Which is enslave, keep in bondage. So you got to understand, if the Bible is saying you're still enslaved, can't no preacher or no white man free you. If the Lord is like, no, y'all still slaves, even to this day, I got to give y'all rest. Then that's what it is, man. It ain't no point in you trying to override the Lord. Anytime we do that, we find ourselves back in slavery. And that's why we enslaved right now. Because we done tried to override the Lord every chance we've gotten. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord loved us so much that he gave us a chance. You know what I'm saying? He gave us Christ. Matter of fact, the Lord loved us so much, he gave us an out even knowing we was going to mess up. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said he was going to send a servant like unto Moses. You know what I'm saying? And he did. He gave us Christ. Someone like David that was a man after the Lord's heart. You know what I'm saying? Go see mommy. All right. So the best thing for a Black, Latin, and Native American man, woman, and child is to get in the UPK and let's do everything that is necessary to fulfill all of the scriptures that aren't fulfilled yet. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much. It's literally like a job. You know what I'm saying? If you want the job, you got to do the work. You can't. You're not gonna get the job by catting off. You know what I'm saying? They hired you, so now you gotta do what your employer wants you to do. And the Most High is our employer, and Christ vouches for us. He's our what they call our reference. You know what I'm saying? And we put him to shame when he's standing there like, yeah, man, I died for these people. You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it, but I did it anyway. You know, this is what you wanted. You know, and when it's all said and done, it ain't what Christ wanted. This is what the Most High wanted. And the Most High wanted us to have another shot so that we can fulfill these prophecies, man, and rule this earth. The earth is waiting on blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to get their act together. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why there's a COVID-19. Like, you think about it, COVID-19 is destroying the earth, which is good. Barakatah Yahweh Hoshai, because it's one of the plagues that gets us out of this bondage. But damn, it wouldn't even be if we was taking care of business, because we'd be ruling the earth right now. All right. So just all I'd say, even though we said we are stiff-necked and hard-hearted people, that don't mean we got to stay that way. All right. So once again, these are a couple more scriptures that aren't too long. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty simple, straightforward. All right. So Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12 and 13. Hold on. Okay, I can deal with that. Okay, let's read it. Ecclesiastes, 2 books up, chapter 12, verse 12 and 13. Verse 12 reads, and further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weariness to the flesh. Meaning you're gonna wear yourself out trying to find every way to not serve God. If you like, man, it's Egyptology, and I'm gonna read all 1,000 of these books. I'm gonna learn the 28 secrets of the meta netta or whatever the hell they believe in, and I'm gonna look at all of these pictures of them with the rod, facing the mouth, and all this, and I'm gonna read about Geb and the semen, and I'm gonna figure out how to make that not homosexual. And you go into Islam, and I'm gonna just forget the fact that Muhammad stole this from black people who didn't want to convert to his religion. So he changed where they prayed to, and like he killed people the same way Christians did. Like, if you just gonna waste all of your energy trying to, you ultimately like Jonah. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the best way to put it. You end up being like Jonah instead of doing what the hell the Lord told you to do. Your ass is somewhere, you know what I'm saying, trying to be another nation. That's the reason why Adam and Eve not in the garden. That's why all of this has always broken apart. By us wanting to be like other nations instead of wanting to be what the Lord called us to be. All right. So that's why it's awareness of your flesh. Because when it's all said and done, you're gonna realize I should just serve the Lord. That was much simpler. All right. Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. I mean, let's hear how all of this ends when it's all said and done. Fear Yahweh, or fear God, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's your only job. A duty, let's look up duty. That's a good word. The hell is duty? It's the whole duty of a man. A moral or legal obligation, a responsibility, a task or action that someone is required to perform. So it's not even optional. you can't get around serving the Lord if you're a black man, Latin man, Native American man, woman, or child. There's no way around it. So why run here and there and believe in this and that when you still gonna have to come back and serve God? If you don't serve the Lord in this life, when you die, if Christ comes back by the time you reincarnate, you're gonna be serving the Lord in the kingdom of heaven on earth with black people in power that are keeping the law. So what is the problem if that's what you're gonna have to do anyway? All right. So let's get into this. All right, our first word, Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and verse 12. 12, sorry, not 13, 12. There. Look at me, I'm sugar free. All right, 12 and 12. Wyathar, and hence, all right, root, and that is Yathar, which means to remain or be left. Just another meaning, and hence it's the simplest version. It's the phrase. All right, so Wyathar, 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 Mahama, by these, root there is which means many things. How so? Many whosoever more as. So there's a lot of meanings. I'm just giving you a lot of meanings so you can add it to your repertoire there. Them, these, they, those. So Ham has a lot of meanings. All right. Mahama, Mahama, and just so you can see Ham. So this is just the root, even though that's pretty much the same thing, but it's just a breakdown on what Yathar is. And Ham is in the center. It's the root of Mahamah. Ham having many meanings. How, so, as far as how many, or whosoever, more as. Also means there, them, these, they, those. All of the these. You know what I'm saying? So, just to keep it pushing out the racist, since we only got a couple words down right now. If you on the live, please be sure to share it well in advance. All right. Banya, which means my son. Ya at the end. It's my at the beginning. All right. There's one that don't end with the connected letters. Hazahar. Be admonished. Also means be careful, which obviously means take caution. Root here is Zahar, which means admonish, which is to check, to be checked. Shine, teach, and give warning. All right, Hazahar. And then Zahar is just Zahar. All right. Ashawaf is do, also making. The root is Shah. Wait. Aisha, excuse me. It means accomplish, advance, govern, prepare. Cool. Cool. All right. So Ashawath is due. And Aisha. Yeah. So again, that's just the root to Aishawath. So, the Lord is saying, all you doing, what I'm saying, hear what I got to say. All right. All right. And what are you being told to check yourself about? Let's get it. And that, even the fact that it says Banya, my son, that lets you know a lot. This is the law. It's a law book, man. And in our culture, women weren't concerned with the law. It wasn't their job, and women didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Especially after you saw what happened to Miriam. Miriam talking all that trash, or you heard about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got turned white. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to override a man of God with her feminine opinion. But it's full of, you know what I'm saying, things talking to men, especially when it's about the law. Obviously, it's 1,000 things in here for women, about women, but it's even more about the men who are the dictators of the law. All right. And that's not even a slander. It's just what it is. It's saying my son. Or anything you see in Proverbs, my son. Or anything in Ecclesiastes, my son. It's saying like this is what you gotta be prepared for, this is what you gotta be prepared to do. You know what I'm saying? Speaks to the women, say who can find one, you know what I'm saying, that's virtuous. Her price is far more higher than the price of rubies. And it says that many other daughters are virtuous, but you're above them. You know what I'm saying? There's some women that are better than other women in their virtuosity, but that's not even a real word. In their virtuousness, but is mainly talking to men on how to dictate and carry out this law. And women have their own part in our nation as well. But the law of the Bible, has always been a man's job to teach his woman, not for her to be the teacher of men. All right. Saparium means books, root is par, means a book, scroll, writing, meaning the art of a document. So the books you going into, they are serious matters. This ain't Dr. Seuss. This is books about culture and lifestyle choices. And you cannot be a black person, a Latin person, a Native Indian person, Native American person, and go into these other books and take from their culture and apply it to your lifestyle. That's not what it's meant to be. The same way these other nations are not supposed to go into our book and take what's ours and use it for their game, because their culture don't work for us. But the false Jew, you understand, he proves that our culture can fund and fuel and grow a society. But anytime we take from other people's culture, it destroys us. All right. So Saparium, Saparium, Sapar, just because it went over it. And once again, once you get a good grasp of the Hebrew language, as far as how it looks, you'll be able to look at the Assyrian and, damn, I mixed up the language. You'll be able to look at the Assyrian and know, you know how to just put them there, because you just start to get used to the letters. You know what I'm saying? The first step to learning anything is being able to recognize what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? If you can look at a word and like, you know how they got the kids that's homeschooling right now, they teach them how to say map. It's map. Once you get that down, that's why you like a child coming in here. To be born again, you like a child. You gotta S-P-R-A, S-P-A-R. But obviously you gotta know that connect what the connection is. All right. Arabah, which means the increase. The root is Rabah, which means increase or multiply. All right. All right. So when it comes to all these books and the increase of them or the multiplying of them, like you reading this book and you reading that book, is it good to have information? Of course. It's how you defeat your enemy. Like I tell my children, I'm like, you don't go to school to be the smartest kid. You go to school so you could take the white man's education system and turn around and use it against him to destroy him. That's the whole point. So if you're going to learn about other cultures, you're going to find out about them. It's not to emulate them or to become them. It's to destroy them. It's to see why your culture is so much better than theirs. Like a cookbook. Probably one of the easiest way to see that your culture is better. Get a Chinese cookbook and look at what they'll eat, and you'll barf at some of the things that they just watch the cooking shows they do, or them Asian people that be eating live food. Just look at that. Now you'll know, man, my culture is way better because I would never eat something that's kicking and clawing at me and biting my nose. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Or something that scurries around in holes. I'm not gonna eat something like that. All right. Make sure I didn't skip nothing. All right. Ayan means no, as in nowhere. None, not, nothing, not. It's like when we say I on the bar, we're saying this, no words, you know what I'm saying? No sweat. It's nothing. It's just like de nada in Spanish. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, please like and subscribe, share. ISUPK Oakland, ISUPK.com, ISUPK Sacramento, ISUPK California, ISUPK Hollywood Israelites. It's all of them. Subscribe to all of them. If it's ISUPK, subscribe to it. You know, it's got that official banner and it's got official brothers, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing some of that hater stuff they be making. I be like, damn, y'all got time to make fake videos? Okay. All right. Almost done with this verse. But just know when you do that, you're going against God, and that don't make no damn sense. I ain't seen nobody go against God and win. All right. Again, we almost done with this verse. All right. Quatazah. So there's no. With the reading of all of them books, there is no end. All right. This is pointless. All right. Quatazah. Walahag. and to be eager. Or intense mental application. Walahag. Harabah. Again. Increase. Hagais. Which is awareness. Awareness, excuse me. Or as a phrase, you've tired. Hope you can understand my chicken scratch. No, I can't understand it. Hagais. Yeah. Hagais. The root is bigger than that word. It's Hagayai. And it means fatigue. So again, this is the root of Haggai. Haggai. Last word is Bashar, which means flesh. So it wears you out. You're gonna drive yourself crazy, man, because now you're trying to apply everything that you learned to your culture, and it's not meant for it. Like, God is all love. It ain't meant for your culture, because your culture is about enslaving the people that enslaved you and keep you in bondage. Your culture is not about loving everybody and no payback. And all these other cultures, they can have garbage like that because they're in power in their own lands. So they can create gods and religions of love and all that, because it's not about, just like the way the white man created his constitution. That's all religions are. They're just the constitutions of those lands. So white man came to America, wrote that Declaration of Independence. I think it was what, 1776 or something like that. I might be wrong. But they said, all men are created equal. Well, yeah, all white men are created equal. You understand? Donald Trump, Joe Biden, they were created equal. And they're going to do exactly the same thing that Bill Clinton and George Bush Sr., you know what I'm saying? Who else? Reagan, Nixon, Truman, Roosevelt, JFK. They're gonna do all of them, everything that they did. Andrew Jackson, about to say the same thing. George Washington, they all gonna do the same thing. Whatever is in the interest of the Caucasian. Damn, I can't get that straight to save my life. Hey, that's good. All right, cool. So I said, Bashar means flesh. So all that culture vulturing that you're doing, trying to appease your oppressor and fit into his lifestyle and his culture, is wearing you down. And they're all your oppressor. It don't matter if they white, Asian, they all own us because we give them our dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, we're harder on each other like any of us have a leg up. We all in the same slave ship. All right. All right. So now 13. All right. So WAP means a termination, conclusion, end. So WAP. This ain't that. This ain't the WAP you're thinking about. It's some so WAP. All right. Before I get too far, let me read this one. So Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, or fear power, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right? It's the whole damn point of a human. Don't even matter if they black, white, any race. They're supposed to serve God, fear God, and keep his commandments. Only people that can serve the Most High are the Israelites. But these other nations, they're supposed to fear God through us. And because we haven't kept the Lord's laws, they don't fear us, and they teach us not to fear the Most High. All right? The bar means a word, a matter, and spoken of or thing. So a word on a matter, a word or a matter. Let's get the end of the matter. All right? Whatever it is. Hakal means properly, the whole, or all. Nashamai. It obviously means hear or to hear, listen. All right. Nashamai. Nashamai. All right. So let's hear properly the conclusion or the end of a matter. All right. Anything if I erase it too fast, like you know, just pull it if it was important. Just pull it and you'll have it. Thus is the first word. Means you. Oh, that's horrible. Thought I was on something. You know what I need? Need to just get a straight edge. Then I won't have this problem every time. Perfectionist issues. Yeah, that's better. A little bit better. All right. So, ha alahayim which means powers or God. Ha alahayim. Ha alahayim. Yeah. Yara or Yara, depends on how you say it. Means fear. It's like to fear, morally to revere. Let's look up revere. We use that word every day. Last time you used revere when you talking about Paul Revere, it's like reverence, I know that much. All right. Feel deep respect or admiration for something. All right. So you're supposed to fear the Most High to the point of having a deep respect for him. So you're supposed to respect the Most High for the laws that He's given. For Him telling us that this is all we have to do, that's a very wonderful and simple power, man. He is not asking you to be anything but someone that can follow and take orders. Take, follow, and give orders. All right. Yara. Watha. So fear the Most High. Watha. And you. Matazawathyana. Matazawathyana. Which means his commandments. Should have enough space. Matazawath is a command law. Might as well. Matazawath means a command, law, ordinance, or precept. All right. Matazawatyana. Matazawath Yinna. All right, Matazawath. All right, if any of that is off screen, okay, now good to go. All right, and once again, just because it's a little cut off, we're on Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. All right, fear the Most High to the point that you revere him morally, and you have a deep respect for the Most High. And when it comes to his commandments, no, that's a big word, so I'll do that one slower. Hope you can see it. Hope it's just not too tiny for you. All right, that's enough. All right. All right. So, Shawamar. Junior Anya, Shawamar. There you go. It means save. All right. The root for that obviously is shamar. Which means to guard. Or generally to protect. So save as in, don't lose, don't forget. Shamar. Kaya means because. Za. This also means that. Cow, which means whole. Ha'adam. It means of mankind. No. Yep, that's right. All right. And that's all to it. That's the purpose of your life, man. Serve the Lord, fear Him, keep His commandments. And that's what it's all about. It gets no deeper than that, and it doesn't need to get any deeper than that. So don't trick yourself out of the blessing of ruling these nations, man, by not doing your duty as a human being, a Black, Latin, and Native American, Indian man, woman, and child, and keeping the Lord's commandments. All right, shalom. I'm just seeing y'all posted something. Salah. All right. So with that, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Command of Junior Hana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only are here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means tenth in Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming high holy convocations is a feast of dedication, which is coming up December 9th through 17th. So check out the ISUPK website, isupk.com, and any camp leader in your respected city or area. What's the word I'm really looking for? Your zone. You can reach out to them and we'll give you all the information you need. Any brother that's seeking to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, pants, shirt, headband, war scarf. So to the brothers, I say shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatham. To the sisters, shalom, Yahweh Shem Barakatham, Bashem Yahushua.